Wrestling!
So we are well on our way to the King of the Ring. I have the final four of SmackDown established, and, well, Monday Night Raw is doing big work to get to the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio in just 2 more weeks. So,
man, exciting times ahead for sure. May 24th, 2004, as promised last week, we will have our third King of the Ring match. I had to double check. As of right now, we have Randy Orton, who advanced from Bad Blood,
defeating Mick Foley.
Correct. And last week we had Shawn Michaels defeating Yoshihiro Tajiri on the far end of the bracket. So, those two move on to the, I believe, quarterfinal, semifinals. However that works.
They both move on in the King of the Ring tournament.
There you go. And
I've stopped trying to be specific and just...
Yep, and just rock with it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And so we open up tonight with the third King of the Ring match. Rob Conway, who comes out with Rico, going one-on-one with Billy Gunn in the King of the Ring, in their King of the Ring match. Eddie Guerrero is on commentary, as he has been for the past 2 King of the Ring matches, to give his thoughts, as the defending undisputed champion. Throughout this match, there is a lot of back and forth action. Both of these men, I feel, are rightly considered power wrestlers.
Sure, absolutely. I'm with that.
So we got a lot of the classics, the test of strength, the shoulder to shoulder, a lot of meat, slapping meat action,
yes.
if you will.
I would say that if I was anybody feeding lines to commentary, I would say that Billy Gunn is
the one
needing to advance so that he can prove that Shawn Michaels and Edge are not the only prior King of the Ring winners that are proving they still have it.
Yes, proving they have the charisma, the skill, and more importantly, the gumption, the guts, if you will, to become 2-time King of the Ring winners, which I believe is only one in history.
Bret Hart, yep.
Bret Hart.
Gumption makes me think Jim Ross said this.
Yeah, it would kind of have to be. But, however, it is not Billy Gunn's night, because as Rico is distracting the official, Carlito from the IAEA slides in, or not, well, he doesn't have to slide in, but comes in, spits the apple into Billy Gunn's face, allowing Rob to hit his finisher, the ego trip. Yes, Rob Conway does have a finisher, I promise, even though he never wins on the show.
I think that's a good name, too, Ego Trip.
It's a phenomenal name for a move. So it's like a...
Ethan Page could totally have used that
He 100%
name.
should. To be fair, Twisted Grin is also an excellent name for
a yeah.
But Ego Trip just sounds so good.
Yes.
I believe it's like a cross-arm neck breaker, if I remember correctly.
That's pretty cool.
Which is a phenomenal looking move. But Rob Conway does secure the victory and moves on in the tournament. Afterwards, Lita tells Jazz she accepts her match at King of the Ring. And this is when the Black Widow Alliance comes out and tells her that Eric Bischoff has approved that if Jackie Moore wins her main event match tonight, that she will receive a championship match next week. She will be going one-on-one with Molly Holly, and Lita tells the Black Widow Alliance it doesn't matter if she wins, doesn't matter if she loses, because either way, she's going to be the champion for a long time to come. So I'll be real with you. We're going to go ahead and Jackie's winning tonight, and is because after next week, Jackie's gone.
Oh, dang.
Which is so sad.
I am not a fan of that rule that was put into place. But, I mean, it is the way to make it good or right or whatever.
Validate, make it make sense.
Yes.
But it does suck. I've enjoyed having Jackie.
Well, I like that you put her in the main event of a show 2 weeks before she's done so. It's kind of like what we but chose to do with Sean O'Hare.
Exactly.
Where he main evented multiple shows before going out for good.
In style, if you will.
Yeah, in style, yes.
Yes. And I would have did the same for Grandmaster Sexay had I not already completely written the show and then remembered he was gone already.
Well, I think that storyline-wise, it made sense with the feud between Bischoff and Brian Christopher's friends that you can justify.
I'm about to say it was easy to validate.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make it suck any less. I wanted more.
Oh, for sure.
But sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yes.
And
I'll be real with you. I have to go over the who and the when and the
with a fine tooth comb.
Specifically when they depart. I'm gonna say probably in the year 2005, 2006 type thing because I kind of stopped being as thorough.
At one point. Yeah, I get that.
At one point, and I just
it gets really easy to forget. Some of the time I do it, I end up like realizing it because I like look up the wrestler for like one reason or another.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, oh, they were out for this long, or oh, they were injured.
You remember that time that I mixed up which member of X Factor was gone?
Yep.
But thankfully, it happened just in time for me to be like, oh, and that's their last appearance. Because I thought it was
a couple
just
weeks
incredible, but it was really X-Pac.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like I thought one was gone, but really the other one was there.
Opposite.
Yeah, it was the opposite person.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets really easy. Listen, the rule is good. I have no problem with the rule. It's just tough.
Well, it'd be a lot easier if this was our full-time job.
Yes, yeah. It wouldn't be any issues to have a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Everything be quick and simple instead of it just being, all right, I have it on my phone and I just have to trust that the research I did is right.
The beautiful part is if we make mistakes, it's not like it matters.
Yeah, it's
like,
not life or death.
Nobody's going to come and say, Josiah, you're fired.
Damn it. Well, listen, it's easy to retcon stuff, so it's
Yes.
all right. We'll figure it out.
Well, and
it's just like when Lita got injured, I completely forgot.
I was about to use that exact example of when she got injured, and yet we were able to use the match as the excuse for why she had to go away.
Yep. All good, though. All good. Anyway, so, spoiler for the end of Raw, but Jackie does win, but we'll get back to that a little later on.
Very nice.
Next up, we have Dreamer and Richards just in a quick tag team match against some jobbers. Richards gets the win with the Stevie kick. For just winning sake. But
and Benji streamers at home said that Tommy Dreamer didn't go over.
Devastating for him. I mean, he got the win, but he didn't.
It's not the same.
It's not the same if he doesn't hit a DDT, doesn't hit a Spicoli driver. Like what are we really doing?
Yeah, he's happy, but he's not celebrating.
Exactly. After this match, Haas and Benjamin are in the Team Angle locker room, arguing about whose fault it was that they lost to these men last week. Stacy and Jackie are doing their best to keep them apart because, well, if they start throwing hands, there's not really any stopping them at that point.
Correct.
Haas picks up his United States Championship and says he doesn't have time for this because he has a match tonight and that they will figure out the solution to these problems later. So, go to commercial break, come back. Charlie Haas is going one-on-one with Hardcore Holly with Jackie in his corner. Nice, fun, hard-hitting match between the two. Hardcore Holly can take a beating.
Oh, absolutely.
Well established, and Charlie Haas can give a beating very well. And he does secure victory with the Chaos Theory.
Beautiful.
Because, man, I believe he can knock that out like nobody's business. I guess the 1, 2, 3. Big win just to get the U.S. champion in a one-on-one match on the show. And then finally, we do have the main event of the evening. Jacqueline, a.k.a. Jackie Moore, with the Black Widow Alliance, going one-on-one with Molly Holly, who brings out Nydia with her.
Nice.
Also from Face. So, since I already told you who won, I'm just going to cut to the chase. Nydia is actually attacked by Gail Kim and Linda Miles, which distracts Molly, letting Jackie hit a float-over DDT to secure the victory and punch her ticket to a one-on-one match with Lita next week.
Nice. Yeah, no, I like that conclusion. I think that it's good. You have multiple segments with multiple women doing multiple things, which is
even Raw, SmackDown, and AEW.
I was going to say even rare in the modern age. And your treatment of the Alpha Entertainment Worldwide women will be strongly contrasted. Thank you for being here at Mr. Super Oz. This video is going out, and this channel only exists because I, Oz, founded Gamble Comics, which first release was Everlasting Survivors, a 68-page graphic novel called All Day Long, available now Follow the link in the description that will take you to gamblecomics.com. While there, you can get hats, shirts, posters, much, much more. But most importantly, the story itself. On this coming week's SmackDown.
Oh boy. What's going down on SmackDown?
So we are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Bradley Center.
This doesn't have the same impact as Green Bay for some reason.
Yeah, correct.
Wonder why.
Thursday Night SmackDown. It's May the 27th, 2004. And I'm going to shuffle the deck just a little because
Like that.
of the way your show closed. I'm going to open this show in Paul Heyman's general manager office.
Cool. Always love a cold open.
So Paul Heyman is talking with the LLC, and he is so happy with what Billy Kidman did last week toward Rey Mysterio that he grants Billy a television title tonight in the main event against Lance Storm. And as the LLC are departing the room, they are passed by, or
Walk by.
yeah, all of the LLC cross paths
That's
with
the word.
Sable, Terry Reynolds, Dawn Marie.
Shit, we haven't seen any of them in like 9 years.
Correct. So these women have not been used since Vince McMahon was on television. I literally wrote that.
Yeah.
Heyman, he says to these three women, when they all come in and they are complaining about how well their counterparts are being used on Raw. So Dawn Marie says that Jazz was with us in ECW to Paul.
Yeah.
Terry says, I was the foundation that Stacy Keibler is walking on in
WCW.
back in WCW. Me with that laptop, and now she's the brains behind Team Angle. And Sable doesn't really say much of anything because she wasn't a great promo.
Yeah.
But she has a scowl on her
Damn it,
face.
I was a former women's champion.
She has a scowl on her face, exactly, and former world champion. Maybe that is what she says. She says, "I'm the one who made it so Lita can hold the women's world title," something like that, right?
Yeah, something elegant.
And so Paul is not happy to be getting talked down to or told how to do his show,
Yes.
but he does smirk. He does smirk, and he looks up at these women and he says, "ECW ran in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yes.
So tonight we're going to have an extreme cat fight." He says,
Classics.
Dawn, Sable, Terry, all of you are going to face off in a what do ECW call it? A three-way dance cat fight.
Gotta love the classics.
So that is the way that the show opens is in Paul's office, and when we go to ringside, Taz is talking to Michael Cole, and he is quite
Giddy.
I'm going to say amped for a return to the ECW norm, whether it be the three-way dance where it's an elimination match, or whether it is the return of women wrestling on SmackDown. However you want to look at it, Taz is happy. Michael Cole points out how that Rodney Mack is in the ring already. Rodney Mack did not wait for music to play or for him to be introduced. Rodney Mack has come out, and it is time for the next King of the Ring match.
There we go.
And Rodney is wrestling Gene Ole Dinsmore,
Dinsmore.
the most excellent Lord of the Ring.
Big man.
So,
Wondering how Rodney Mack's gonna pull this out. I'm so confident in him for some reason.
So Rodney does in this match bring back so many calls to his time in that White Boy Challenge era,
Yes.
where he is aggressive, where he is dominant, where Rodney Mack was nearly undefeatable.
Yes.
That was until Nathan Jones debuted.
Well, listen, that was a big white boy.
And then things changed. While the match is heavily favoring Rodney Mack, Dinsmore does something that I loved to do as a heel. He rolls out of the ring and he starts messing with the crowd.
Oh, beautiful.
So Mac is serious, he is determined, and he is aggressive.
Yeah.
But Dinsmore is trying to convince the gluttonous fan base that he sees scarfing down hot dogs and drinking beer to turn from their indulgent sinful ways. And Mac is irritated while the referee is counting. He's like, I don't want to win like this.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he wants a grown man win. He wants an honorable victory in the ring.
And so when the referee, let's say it's Charles Robinson, gets to the number 7, Rodney rolls out, and now at this point, you know how the referees count. So it's been like 30 seconds, though the
about to say 20 and 30 minutes. Yeah.
So when Rodney gets out of the ring to get Dinsmore, he's had a significant more than 7 seconds amount of time to recover.
Indeed.
And Mac, who is frustrated, he runs at Dinsmore, who moves out of the way. Rodney Mac shoulder tackles the barricade all on his own, basically. At this point, Dinsmore then throws Rodney Mac into the ring post, and then subsequently toward and over top of the steel steps.
Damn.
While Dinsmore rolls into the ring to break the secondary count, he rolls out of the opposite corner of the
He rolls through.
Rolls side all the way back outside.
Yep.
The count restarts for a third time, but at this point, that's when Dinsmore puts Mac into the ring and then starts playing the hits.
Gotta love the classics.
And we end with the broken halo.
Nice.
And
my favorite finisher.
Gene Ole Dinsmore's as well.
Yeah,
he advances onward into the King of the Ring tournament. After the match, we see handy cam footage of Edge and Chavo passing their portable camcorder while they are trying to lift Rey Mysterio's spirits last week after the devastating both loss and humiliating crimson mask that he wore from Kidman. Any kind of party antics you can imagine in this fun, playful, ridiculous.
Party poppers,
Exactly.
They got the woman coming out with the sparkly drinks and the sign saying "Cheer up, Ray."
Somebody could have put a sombrero on his
head. There you go,
that
sombrero. Yeah, we got all the classics. We played the hits.
So after we see that from last week, we are told that I felt it. We're told at the end of that footage, Chavo Guerrero will get a fast-paced championship title match against Test tonight because he had previously defeated Test, given Paul London's distraction. And
hey, win's a win.
Win's a win, exactly. So when that is the end of the package, we end up back in Paul Heyman's office, where he and Booker T are talking about how Jamie Noble bet on himself last week toward Booker, and Booker was happy to take Noble's money.
Of course.
And Paul Heyman and Booker T basically just laugh it up about how headstrong Jamie Noble fell short in his aspirations to win the King of the Ring. So at this point, Noble, who is seen outside in the hallway with SmackDown on, hears what is being said about him, so he storms into the office and goes nose to chest with Booker T. But as Noble is confronting Booker, we hear a commotion from where Jamie had just come from, and it is seen that Test is destroying Paul London in the backstage area because he does not want Paul London's interference to make him fall short to Chavo once again.
Exactly.
After
handling the problem before it becomes a problem.
So after we see what Test had done to London, we see him make his way out to the ring. Test, this is a test. Comes out with his championship, and then the FDA in full force come to the ring with Chavo
leading the pack. for this fast-paced title match.
Because Ray and Edge are baby faces, they do not cheat for Chavo on Chavo's behalf. They are only on the commentary table with Taz and Cole to lend moral support to Chavo.
Nice.
And Test retains his championship because of his aggression that was shown against Paul London and the idea that, well, London lost his title in his first defense, and while Test did lose to Chavo in a non-title match, I didn't want to take the title off of Test this quickly.
Yeah.
And so that's why that he retains. After the match, we don't get a reunion of Noble and Quinones, but we do see that the Intercontinental Champion, Hurricane Helms, walks up to Jamie Noble and says, "It's never wrong to believe in yourself."
Ooh.
Hurricane says, "We may not be on the same side, but we will always be on the side of what is right."
Damn.
He said,
that was beautiful.
Hurricane tells Jamie that I'll not be able to get your money back from Booker T, but what I will be able to do is beat some respect into Booker T tonight.
That's a real friend right there.
So we hear, "Can you dig it, sucker?"
Sucker!
Booker T comes out to the ring. Then we hear, "Stand back!"
There's a hurricane coming through.
And the Intercontinental Champion is accompanied to the ring by Saren Moore and Toa Reigns. And we get Booker T one-on-one with Hurricane Helms. It is just Hurricane being a good man, standing up for, while yes, a person that did turn his back on his teammates, Hurricane is proving that a hero can give forgiveness.
Yes.
And in a similar fashion to how Edge and Rey Mysterio didn't help Chavo, Toa Reigns and Saren Moore do not do anything nefarious on behalf of Hurricane Helms.
So it's a good, clean one-on-one match.
It is absolutely, totally, 100% a clean contest. And Hurricane Helms is able to defeat Booker T 1, 2, 3 because good did triumph here in Wisconsin.
I'm about to say.
It's
good for the right thing to work every now and then.
It is now time for the semi-main event. That extreme cat fight between Sable,
Right.
Terry Runnels, and Dawn Marie.
Man, so much was happening on the show. I almost forgot about that.
This match is not exactly or precisely.
A technical classic.
It's not even really about the match.
Okay.
The match is a device
Okay.
to show off who is watching the match.
Okay. Got you.
So last week we had a man who was lying slothfully watching or listening to Gino Lee Dinsmore on the Las Vegas Strip.
Okay, I understand where this is going now.
And this week, Evan Weiss has him a ticket. He's in the crowd.
Front row.
And that man, I'm going to say he's like top row of the bleachers.
Ooh.
Or, the first row of the bleachers. He's not.
I got the image.
But you can see the same guy who was seen last week. You can see him.
Eagle-eyed viewers will know.
Exactly. Eagle-eyed viewers will see that this man and the camera will have caught him. He is, let's just say, he's catching they've caught his attention.
There it is.
And his there's lust in his eyes.
There was lust in his eyes.
Hulkster.
Yeah.
So Terry Reynolds is able to victory roll Sable up. 1, 2, 3, elimination.
That's one.
And it comes down to a one-on-one contest. And when we are in the one-on-one between Terry Reynolds and Dawn Marie, Evan Weiss makes his way from the bleachers through the way down to the barricade, and he's leaning, looking fondly toward the action in the ring. And Dawn Marie hits a super kick, which knocks Terry down. But then when she thinks about it for a moment, she doesn't go for the pin. Dawn Marie grabs one of Terry's legs and puts her in a single leg crab.
Oh, wow.
And Terry Reynolds taps out, and
About to say, that's a familiar looking move.
And not only is it a familiar move, but while Terry is getting out of the ring,
Yep.
and Dawn is celebrating, she is joined by the television champion Lance Storm,
Ooh.
whom she has history with in ECW.
Yes.
So Dawn and Lance embrace. Lance raises the hand of Dawn Marie, and she departs from the ringside, and we can see Evan Weiss is being pulled from security from the barricade and being told, you must stay in your seat.
Yep.
That's the seat you had. And so the main event here tonight is a match that, while it could have happened in WCW, I don't know that it ever did. It's Billy Kidman versus Lance Storm. It is for the television title. And
Really rolling through the Rolodex. How's that match actually?
I know, right? So
I feel like it could have.
Lance was the Cruiserweight champion.
Yes.
And Billy is a prominent Cruiserweight champion, so it could have happened, but I don't know if it did. But before the bell rings...
Well, either way, it's happening right here, right now, in front of the world.
Correct. Before the bell rings, it is announced that next week in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Alpha Entertainment Worldwide will celebrate the legacy of Canadian wrestling on SmackDown.
And what a legacy it is.
Yes. Will Lance Storm still be television champion come next week? We'll find out. Here in the main event when Billy Kidman tries to shoot for the stars and hit that VK bomb and all the, the top moves.
All the classics.
Yes. And the fact is Lance Storm does win. He does retain, and he will come into Toronto, Ontario, Canada as the television champion. So, yeah.
Big things in the future.
I talked to you about this a little while back off air, but I look forward to highlighting and showing off all of both of our shows, Canadian wrestlers. Because you have Jericho and Christian and Gail Kim. Maybe some more, but at least those three off the top of my head.
Yeah, definitely some more, but I don't have the list in front of me right now.
Yeah, and like, just right now on SmackDown, we have Lance Storm, Edge, Test is a Canadian wrestler.
Legendary Canadian wrestler.
And so, like, my point is,
there's a lot of Canadians on the roster, even though we don't have it pulled up in front of us.
And then obviously you've got the list of the history, whether it be Dino Bravo, Stu Hart, Bret Hart,
Owen Hart.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I'm about to say basically the Hart family.
Yes, and like I said, many great things when it comes to Canadian wrestling. So I look forward to
celebrating the history of Canada
next
here
week.
in AEW.
Yes, love it. Thanks.
See ya.